here I am working with a child in my practice. You can see she's laughing, and she's a funny girl. She was pretty rolled back. Her pelvis kind of leaned back, and so I'm starting where she's comfortable. And that's what I invite you to do today also when you get on the floor and begin to move. We'll start by sensing and paying attention to and ourselves. And here I'm helping her sense and feel the shape of her spine, her back, relationship between her arm, her head, and her chest, and helping her to begin to explore some new and unfamiliar ways of feeling herself. One of the principles I'm really working with as I'm working with her, and I invite you to work with today, is getting curious about how bringing your attention to yourself, and for me as a practitioner, I'm bringing my attention to this child and her sense of herself, her feeling of herself, how that invites greater awareness, obviously, and begins the process of discovering something new, opening the possibility to feel something new. So playing there with her, orienting, calling upon her to look, to try to see me, and of course you'll find in the lesson the movement of the eyes and the desire to orient is very powerful in how we organize ourselves. So it's one aspect of what we incorporate in the work. But you can see how I'm helping her here to feel the connection between her head and her chest and her back and her pelvis. In the hips and legs also. It's all there. But this is, I think, part of the mapping process. We're developing as infants and as children. She dropped her arm a little bit, but she's okay, and we kind of playing and going along. As infants and children, we must develop a map of ourselves in our brain. We must learn to sense and feel what's there. And that process happens through movement and rest, and through attention to ourselves, through bringing curiosity and a sense of play and a sense of interest in the quality of our own experience. And that's how I'm interacting with this child. So you can hear I'm bouncing her, and she thinks that's funny, and so do I. But it's, as you can see, it's helping her, I can imagine, I guess, helping her to feel the connection between her head and the rest of herself. And these are the things that children must discover on their own. And when children have difficulty, you can, by re-engaging in and revisiting these processes, you can remap or clarify the map. And as adults, we all come with our own injuries, our own histories that have interfered to some degree with our own process. And we can revisit that and refine that sense of who we are and how we can engage with the world.